All right, so this is a video of, well, back it up. What's up, YouTube? Today is a little history video I want to do. Um, this album that's in front of me here is my dad's Vietnam book of him and his buddies and his time that he spent over there. I've found multiple different pictures of my dad and everything, so we'll go ahead and open a book here. All right, so these things are extremely old, so bear with most of the pictures. This right here is of my dad when he was in Vietnam. What I want to do is all these pictures, I'm even going to show some of these here and get that glare off of it. All right, so that's my dad there in the middle with his nieces and nephew. This right here is my grandpa, and that's my dad next to him. That's my sister there. He put all these pictures in here right after he got back with multiple different Polaroids and instant photos from back in the old days. These are some of his other pictures. That's my dad, of course, right there on the bottom. These are two of his buddies. What I want to do is I want to try to get these photos and find out who they really are. Okay. Now I want to see if I can find who all these people are. Most of these pictures, I have two pictures that actually have names on them. These pictures are just interesting to find out that all these people that he met from back then. So there's four guys there just sharing a beer together, which is of course monstrous beers. So they needed a little beer time. This is my dad. His name is James Howell King. Of course, more pictures of him here. Get that glare off of it. That's him right there on the left. The gentleman on the right, I'm not sure who he is, but like I said, this video is mainly to find out possibly who these guys are and to see who my dad served in the army with. He was in it for about 4 years. Some of these pictures aren't going to be the Vietnams, but that one right there, I'm not sure. That's my dad on the left. The guy on the right, I'm not sure who he is. But like I said, this is going to be a video of pretty much trying to locate and find out who all these guys are. Of course, now you get to see never before seen pictures too as well of the old times in Vietnam. So all these guys here, that's my dad right there, and that's a really old Polaroid right there. Not sure who this gentleman is here. This guy looks like he might have woke up wrong and was still tired. There's maybe a self-defense class, possibly. Just pictures of buildings, I guess, where they might have stayed. This one's right here is pretty interesting. Sorry for the shakiness. My dad's in the back, of course. The gentleman in front, I'm not sure, but he is holding a picture of his possibly now wife or back then girlfriend. But like I said, this is extremely interesting. This gentleman here, I'm not sure. I would say he's on cleaning duty to clean all the rifles and probably anything else. But this is extremely interesting. There's my dad being a crazy person again. course, there's a couple of, I guess you want to call them Polaroids on those photos with the gentleman that was before. Of course, my dad in the background being crazy. And like I said, if by chance any of y'all recognize these photos or any of these gentlemen that are in here, please comment. Of course, that's my dad there. I'm not sure who this is. It's probably one of the family members somewhere. Yeah, that's my dad again there being crazy. Of course, a couple of him and a friend that's cleaning his guns. This one's kind of funny. Just to pass the time, I would say they were trying to do a headstands and so you could hold it more. Neat views from wherever they were at the time. Here's a nice little mountain view of it. This is my dad when he was in school. My dad was a shoe salesman. That's him when he's probably in his 30s. That's my dad on the left. Don't know who the gentleman on the right, but like I said, if anybody recognizes these pictures, they're from Vietnam, message me and let me know. My dad's right there in the middle, and several other friends just hanging out. Another extremely old Polaroid. As usual, as most of these pictures are showing, that they are all having nicely beers and chilling out. This right here is my grandpa and my grandma. And I'm thinking that was their, it's either Gilbert or Rusty. Not Rusty, Philip. And I'm pretty sure that that little girl there is his, I think it's Shirley. This one here. I'm pretty sure. But it's Nina and Pops. Gilbert Martin is my grandfather's name. Nina Lamb is my grandmother. Of course, that's my dad probably going out in the town in the time over there. I'm not sure. I know the guy on the bunk is writing a letter, but I'm pretty sure the guy there in the middle is praying, which is kind of cool to capture that. More of the buildings possibly where they were staying. That's my dad right there again. What's neat about that photo right there, my nephew, he kind of has the hairdo of my father then. And of course another Army veteran. Don't know who he is. Can't really zoom into the picture too much. Like I said, this album is extremely old. I actually ran through it about 30 minutes prior, straightening and everything, because it was everywhere. Of course, that's that picture from earlier. There's my father again. Probably going out on the town again, all dressed up. Here's him being crazy. Looks like a white Ray Charles. This is just a random picture of my mother and brother and sisters. The left side is my brother James. Michelle's on the right. Vicky's in the middle right there. And my mom is actually pregnant with my sister Chrissy. Another gentleman that there's no telling who he is. That chest that's right there, I actually have one of my dad's from back then. I keep most of my extension cords in it. It's actually pretty neat to have. That's my grandfather again with Rusty. which is my dad's nephew. Of course, another gentleman that there's no telling who he is. Again, if you're watching this video, and if you notice or recognize any of these gentlemen, leave a comment and let me know if you what's the name. I'd love to put names by these pictures. My dad, of course, and that gentleman there. Not sure who and what his name is. So again, if you know who they are, let me know. That's my brother, Michael. That's my pops again. He was actually full-blooded Cherokee Indian. He lived till he was like 101, I think he was, or 100. That's my dad. I'm pretty sure that is, I don't know who the little girl is at all. Most of these pictures actually have names on them, but I'm not sure. And some of them don't. Rusty, Ricky, and a few other kids. I'm not sure who they are. Of course, that's my grandfather, Gilbert. His actual name is Gilbert Martin King. I actually got his middle name. And it's, like I said, I've never actually ran through these pictures before and seen them. Just a bunch of guys sitting around. Of course, neither one of these is my dad. Of course, they're sitting in front of that's a Challenger right behind them. That's not bad. Of course, if you notice any of these guys, let me know. It'd be kind of cool to put pictures with their, a name with their pictures. I'm 30 years old now, and these pictures have been here ever since. Of course, that's just a picture of my sister's grave. More of my grandfather. Not sure who the kids are, who the lady is in the back. I'm pretty sure it's a family member, but I'm not sure. It might be Shirley or Kay. I'm not sure. Of course, that's my dad and Ricky and Rusty. That's Shirley's sons. Of course, she has a daughter too. Her name is Sissy. She's not in this album at all. It's almost coming to the end of this photo. I actually have two more to put on here before I end it. That's my father. He's just being crazy as usual. More pictures of the Vietnam area. So these two pictures here. Again, most of these pictures actually say who they are in the back, but these pictures don't. Of course, my father's there on the left. Not sure who the gentleman is here on the right, but if you recognize him, hit a comment down there at the bottom. Let me know. That tattoo on his arm is actually a devil. It faded throughout the years, but I have original pictures of that as well. Let's see. Sorry for the glare. Let's see, I'm pretty sure that's the end of that. I'm gonna put this down real quick. These pictures right here, this is my dad here. This guy, I'm not sure who he is, but on the back of it here, let me try to get this up for you. His name is Jim Lesner. He's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Of course, it was 1968 in Vietnam. If you know who this gentleman is, please share him the video and let him see an old picture from the past. It would be really cool to show these pictures off more. Again, his name is what was it again? Jim Lesner. So if you know who this gentleman is, or if he is your grandfather or great grandfather, please let me know. I'm going to look him up myself on Facebook and everything as well. This gentleman here I'm about to show you is another one. It was just in there. I'm pretty sure him and my dad was probably good friends in the war. This is the only thing I actually get of it. Mike O'Connor. To my good friend Jimmy. From Mike. So if you know, or Mike, if you're watching this, I'd like to actually find out a little bit more what my dad was like in the Army. So if Mike O'Connor is watching this, send me a message. Just comment on it. Like I said, it's never before seen photos. It's old. Or pretty sure somebody's family member would love to be able to see some of these. So make sure, if you know anybody or just in general, try to share this video. I would like to try to find out who everybody is in all the photos. Of course, Mike and this gentleman here, his name is Jim. So again, if any of you go past this videos and knows anybody, recognize, or if the people that are in these photos are watching my video, hit that like button or just comment and share. And if anything, I can send you the photos. It'd be kind of cool for you to actually have your old photos. So Jim and Mike O'Connor and Lesnar, you served in the Vietnam War with my father. Make sure you just, like I said, everybody share these videos, because most of these pictures are old and I'm pretty sure the family members would love to be able to actually see them. So this is the end of this video here. Put some of these pictures here again. The Vietnam War. Mike, John, Jim, if you're watching this, hit a comment. I'm pretty sure you're about the same age as my father. My father actually passed away in 2009 of cancer. But, you know, all Army people are veterans no matter what. No matter the ones that are gone or ones that passed away overseas. You know, hit that, like I said, hit that like button. Share this video if you know anybody. Comment, please. There was actually about 2 or 3 years after my father passed, I actually got a tattoo for him, which is this one here, his Vietnam patch. And it's in memory of everything as well. And so again, if you know anybody in this video, please comment and like. And if you do know them, or if you are watching this, comment on what picture you were when you see it, and I will get back with you. So Mike O'Connor, Jim Lesnar. Try to find these gentlemen. As always, thank you for watching. I'm going to start doing a lot more different videos, not just this one. As always, thank you for watching. Hit that like button. And if you want to see more pictures like this, let me know. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more, and I'll be start going through more pictures. So yeah, everybody just like, let me know if you know anybody in these pictures. All right, thank you. Bye. Later, YouTube.